Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Utah Jazz tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers' loss against the Jazz tonight after going on a two-game winning streak, the Lakers unfortunately snapped their two-game losing streak to the Utah Jazz tonight. And, guys, just tonight's game, it was just not the Lakers' night, to be honest with you. It was just the Lakers were just really off on their game tonight. And it just really showed out there that some of the Lakers out there did not step up, other than Russell Westbrook, who really went out there tonight and stepped up his game. And, guys, I'm going to say this now. He's making a huge argument for sixth man of the year. I mean, if this guy keeps up playing his role and just, helping the Lakers out and helping them win games, then there's a possibility that he could be in the conversation for sixth man of the year. I'm just going to say this now, and most people may agree with me on it, but, hopefully we just have to hope that Russell Westbrook it's just plays like this, moving forward. And we've been seeing that so far now. This is maybe the third time in 3 games that Russell Westbrook has been playing very well off the bench as the sixth man for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. So, guys, I want to get into everything that went down tonight and the stats and everything, and just obviously just what went wrong for the Lakers tonight against the Utah Jazz tonight. So I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff, and of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN_sports. Guys, I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please be sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. Follow me all across social media, guys. I also have a TikTok, so please follow me on TikTok as well at ZSPN. I'll leave the link to that in the description of this live stream, so you guys will check me out and follow me all across social media, and of course subscribe to the channel and like this video and share my videos and comment on this live stream, guys. For those of you who are joining me, please give me your thoughts about this Lakers loss against the Utah Jazz tonight and what went wrong. I really want to know your thoughts about that as well. So without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers loss tonight. Obviously, lots of things really went wrong tonight, especially when it came to the second half. Even though we had to give a lot of credit to Russell Westbrook tonight, really carrying the team on his back when you really think about it. LeBron James, let's just say it, guys, LeBron James was feeling a bit under the weather tonight. So he's been that way for the past 2 games now. When it comes down to it, he just wasn't himself. You can just tell out there. I mean, if he was just healthy and he was feeling 100%, there's a possibility that the Lakers would have won this game tonight. But unfortunately, he just wasn't himself out there tonight. And then when you think about the rest of the Lakers out there tonight, I mean, all of them really did not step up on the defensive side. To be honest with you, I mean, the Lakers really lacked defense. There was some efforts when it comes to shooting, but the other team, I mean, the Utah Jazz, they were just a much better shooting team. They were making their shots go in, especially when it came to Colin Sexton and who was the other player? Just Jordan Clarkson, who was making his shots go in, and there was Mike Conley as well. Just one of those guys. All those guys out there just really stepped up to the plate for their team when it came to shooting out there tonight. So, having said all that, I mean, it's just unfortunate when it comes to the Lakers. I mean, obviously, since the beginning of the season, we have been not doing pretty well when it comes to shooting, and it's well known, well documented. So, when it comes down to it, I still think that the Lakers still need to improve on their shooting, and they still need to just find some sort of way to improve the roster. It's just a matter of time until once Rob Pelinka and the Lakers management just pull the trigger on a potential trade that will help them boost their shooting efforts. So, what if it's Indiana Pacers trade, getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, or you can look at the Utah Jazz. You never know. Bring in Jordan Clarkson, bring in Mike Conley. Those guys out there, potentially help the Lakers improve on their shooting efforts on that side. There's just a lot of options in front of them. Look at the Charlotte Hornets, bring in some players out there that could shoot. Terry Rozier, or maybe a Gordon Hayward, or maybe PJ Washington, or maybe Kelly Oubre. I mean, one of those guys out there that could be a possible trade target that the Lakers could look at to potentially turn this team around for the better. But as I'm mentioning, before, Russell Westbrook has been playing very well for us for these past 3 games since he accepted his role off the bench. And it's really noticeable. I mean, there's no denying about the greatness of what Russell Westbrook has been putting up there for these past couple of games now. I mean, just looking at his stats, guys, I mean, it's just very impressive. Had 28 points, went 3 of 5 from the three. I mean, think about that. I mean, this is the guy who probably 5 games into the season was averaging 8% from the three. 8% from the three. So that was very interesting. Interesting turnaround that a guy in this game really stepped up his role and helped the Lakers when it came to shooting. So with 3 of 5 from the three, and when it comes down to it, his efforts was very noticeable when it came to his efforts to help the Lakers out and help them win games. So, but unfortunately, when it came to this matchup against the Utah Jazz, it was just a missed opportunity for the Lakers to really come together and just take this win. I mean, there was some opportunities where I really thought, especially when it came to the third quarter, that the Lakers could have potentially gotten a win or maybe just taken the lead. But unfortunately, the defense really fell into place, especially when it came to the fourth quarter. They just really fell apart when it came down to the defensive side. And you guys know me, for those of you who know me, and I said this since the beginning of the season, if the Lakers just, show up with their defense, even though they lack in shooting, that's a win for me when it comes to the Lakers and this season. If they show up and play solid defense for the Lakers, in this season, it will be, really great to see this team dominate on the defensive side. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. Wasn't the case whatsoever. And you can just tell that some of the Lakers out there tonight didn't really step up and help the Lakers offensively. So even though I wanted to see them play, solid defense, but it is what it is. So, guys, let's talk about the rest of the Lakers out there tonight. Anthony Davis played for 34 minutes, had 22 points, and had 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. This is vintage Anthony Davis when it comes down to it. I mean, the guy still, you can just tell that he's still dealing with, playing through injuries, and you can just tell that he just obviously wasn't himself. But it's not anything too surprising for a guy who is trying so hard to stay healthy and trying to play through injury. But, hopefully things will turn around for him for the better moving forward. And like I said about LeBron James, I mean, he's still not feeling himself. I mean, still feeling under the weather. You could just tell by the way he was playing tonight. He just wasn't himself. And, he just, it was just a bad performance for LeBron James when it came to this matchup against the Utah Jazz. So it's not anything that we should obviously not judge him about, but hopefully maybe once next couple of games that he will get back to his old self, and we will see the dominance of the king, potentially getting back to his normal self. So I'm not going to put a lot of blame on LeBron James, but it just would have been nice if somehow if he was just healthy and ready to go and 100%. that we could have won this game against the Utah Jazz. But it is what it is at this moment. Lonnie Walker. Let's talk about Lonnie Walker for a bit. I have to say I'm very impressed with Lonnie Walker for these past couple of games. I mean, the guy has been obviously the third option for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. But unfortunately, when it comes down to it, the efforts when he was playing tonight, it wasn't good, to be honest with you. He was just not on his A game when it came down to the possibilities of him just stepping up and helping the Lakers just trying to win this game. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. And most of that, he did show up. Let's give him credit. He did show up when it came to the second half. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. I mean, he just, wasn't able to step up to the plate and help the Lakers out. I mean, we have to give the Lakers some credit out there. They all made all of their free throws. I mean, when you look at the Lakers' stat line overall, it shows that the Lakers shot 90% of their threes, but or their free throws. So you can just tell that they were trying so hard to get some sort of, lead, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. And that all had to do with the lack of shooting from the Los Angeles Lakers. And, it is what it is, guys. I mean, this is the Lakers team we're talking about when it comes to the problems that we were having when it comes to shooting. So it's just very disappointing to see where this Lakers team when it comes to their lack of shooting. But, we have to give some credit to Lonnie Walker. He really tried to help the Lakers out, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. I believe for some reason, I'm reading the stat line and it shows that he either averaged 19 or 20 points out there tonight, but I'm getting some weird glitches on this app. But hopefully it shows that he averaged 20 points, put up 2 of 3 from the 3. So hopefully, and put up 2 steals. So, he really tried to help the Lakers out, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough when it comes to the rest of the Lakers out there. Troy Brown Jr., he averaged 12 points, a very solid performance, went 2 of 6 from the 3. Still, like I said, the lack of shooting has been really hurtful for the Lakers when it came down to it. So obviously it just wasn't enough for him to really help the Lakers out tonight. And, Patrick Beverley, once again, I mean, the guy has been lacking when it comes to offensively, but, it's just not anything too surprising for these past couple of games now. Defensively, he is there. He really helps the Lakers out when it comes to defense, but, it just wasn't enough because overall, really, in the second half in the fourth quarter, the Lakers just really fell apart when it came to defense. They just weren't there to play solid defense against the Utah Jazz when it came down to it. So maybe things will start to turn around moving forward, but so far it's just not looking good for the Lakers. When it comes to offensively, but the number one priority what I want to see from this Lakers team is show up and play defense. That's all I want them to do when it comes down to it. So hopefully things will start to turn around and hopefully they'll bounce back from this, moving forward. And I just want to check the scheduling. I believe the Lakers have a game on Sunday. Yeah, they do have a game on Sunday versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that could be a bounce back game, and maybe LeBron James will be healthy by then for them to potentially get a win over there. But, still remains to be seen. So far, they're playing very well. They're playing very well. They have a 7-1 record. So that's a possibility that maybe the Lakers could bounce back from that. But, you never know what's on the mindset of the Lakers heading into Sunday's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But, we just have to wait and see about that. And maybe hopefully they will turn things around. But, it still remains to be seen. But other than that, it's just it was just a bad game tonight, guys. I mean, some of the Lakers out there did not step up to the plate when it came down to it. So it is what it is. And I already mentioned Russell Westbrook. I mean, Russell Westbrook was on his A game. Let's just be honest here. He just really stepped up for these past couple of games. And, when it came down to this one, he really stepped up. So just a great job out there for Russell Westbrook, making his threes go in. I mean, surprisingly for a guy, like I mentioned, who started off this season for at least 5 games, that he went 8% from the three. So that's a big turnaround when it comes to his shooting efforts and trying to help the Lakers win games. And he just honestly, he just accepted his role. You can tell that he's happy out there and really, having fun, and just shows that he is accepting his role. And like I said from the beginning of this video, there's a possibility that he really wants to be sixth man of the year. So that's a possibility that he could potentially achieve, with the help of Darvin Ham. So that's obviously something that he really wants to do to potentially turn, turn his career around when it comes down to um, this season. So just a great job out there for Russell Westbrook. He's basically the player of the game for me. He really stepped up his role out there tonight. And then when you look at the rest of the Lakers from the second unit, obviously there were some efforts when it came to Austin Reeves and obviously Matt Ryan. When it comes down to, I believe, the third quarter, they tried so hard to get some sort of lead against the Utah Jazz, but just unfortunately, guys, the lack of defense and the lack of shooting was the Lakers' downfall, to be honest with you. I mean, especially on the defensive side. So it just wasn't enough. The second unit really did not step up to the plate and help the Lakers out for them to get this win. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. And just, I don't know, maybe Darvin Ham just needs to look at his drawing board, and hopefully maybe needs to make some changes when it comes to potentially, turning this season around for the better. So, but so far it is what it is, guys. I mean, the lack of shooting has been the downfall for the Lakers, and and like I said, I mean, there's a possibility that the Lakers could potentially make a trade, but it's just sort of remains to be seen when they will do it. But like I mentioned for these past couple of live streams, I said that according to Brian Windhorst, there's a possibility that the Lakers will not make a trade and just accept this season and go with this roster moving forward. But still remains to be seen if that will potentially happen or not. So that's another possibility that the Lakers could potentially turn things around. So hopefully something just needs to turn around when it comes down to it for the Lakers. And like I mentioned, guys, when it came down to it, I mean, the lack of defense was just really known out there, especially in the second half, and obviously the lack of shooting out there tonight. So hopefully the Lakers could potentially turn things around for maybe get a bounce back game, potentially maybe against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Sunday, but still remains to be seen about that. So let's just get into Twitter. I want to see the reactions of fans out there when it comes down to this loss. I mean, obviously it's not going to be good news, obviously, when it comes to the Lakers and their loss tonight. Let me just go look at Twitter real quick. Yeah, I mean, okay, the first one right here, Lakers spin, MVP chance for Russ in LA. Yeah, we've been hearing that for this past couple of this game tonight. Obviously, when it came down to it, I mean, Russell Westbrook, he was our player of the game. I mean, he really stepped up out there for the Lakers. And continuing on with that tweet, he said, "There's no blind hate. You produce, and we will embrace you." Of course, if Russell Westbrook plays the way that he is right now, he is going to get a lot of appreciation and love from Laker fans, and get a lot of chants like that. And when it comes down to it, there's a possibility that he will potentially, just keep it up. I mean, hopefully he does, because I'm really impressed that he accepted his role on the bench as the sixth man. And you never know, he could potentially wants to win, the sixth man of the year. But still remains to be seen about the rest of the Lakers' efforts to potentially make that happen. I mean, especially them not stepping up. I mean, you have to win games to get that particular award as well. So that plays a huge factor as well. So hopefully things will start to turn around for the Lakers, moving forward after that. So let's read more into these tweets. Trying to read some more tweets here, basically saying the same thing. A lot of MVP chants at home. You know, he was just on a roll. I mean, you honestly see Russell Westbrook the way that he's playing. He kind of reminds us during his days in OKC, or maybe his days with the Washington Wizards, or that 1 year in Houston. I mean, if we get that Russell Westbrook, there's a possibility that he will get potentially the opportunity of Sixth Man of the Year. So, it's just a matter of time until once he just continues on this run, that conversations will be made about that. So it's just a matter of time until that potentially happens. So let's just hope that that potentially be in play for Russell Westbrook. And I really want him to get that. I mean, if he just plays the way that he is, I really want him to win the Sixth Man of the Year. I mean, he actually deserves it. He accepted his role on the team, and that's what we obviously needed from him. And, so far, he's doing great. He's doing great for the Lakers. So hopefully things will start to turn around for him moving forward after this. So just looking at more tweets, guys. I mean, not a lot of tweets. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people talking a lot about Russell Westbrook, how he was playing. I mean, rightfully so. He was really our guy out there that really stepped up to the plate to win this game for us. So it's not anything too surprising that he really went out there tonight and, stepped up, after having LeBron not being himself out there, and, Anthony Davis, who's still dealing with injuries. So, I just wanted to see more aggressiveness when it comes to certain efforts from Lonnie Walker, or maybe Austin Reeves, or maybe Troy Brown Jr. One of those type of players should have been a much different type of situation when it comes to stepping up their role after not seeing a good performance from LeBron and Anthony Davis. But it is what it is, guys, and hopefully the Lakers will turn things around after this. So just want to look for more tweets, guys. I mean, that incredible dunk from Lonnie Walker was sensational, especially in the third quarter. I mean, just a great dominant dunk from him. It was just a very good job from Lonnie Walker. I mean, he's showing a lot of athleticism, and if he keeps these dunks up, maybe he will compete in the dunk contest. But I think I'm talking about it too soon. But if he just keeps this momentum that he's on, showing his lot of athleticism and speed, and showing dunks like this, maybe he will. You never know. So I'm rooting for that when it comes to Lonnie Walker. So yeah, guys, I'm still looking at tweets here, and thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate it. And so yeah, guys, I think I'm just gonna there's not a lot of other news about the Lakers tonight. There's a lot of appreciation for Russell Westbrook, and that's all what I'm seeing, honestly, when it comes to the tweets that I've been seeing on Twitter. So far, when it comes down to it, Russell Westbrook was our player of the night. He really stepped up his role out there tonight, and hopefully, things start to turn around for the Lakers, after this loss, and maybe they will potentially bounce back from this, but still remains to be seen if they will. So hopefully they will, and maybe things will start to bounce back for the Lakers after this, because it was just very disappointing, especially when it came to the lack of defense and the lack of shooting. So hopefully once they face the Cleveland Cavaliers, maybe it'd be a whole different situation. But as I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 7-1 heading into the NBA season. So they're like basically the top team in the Eastern Conference. So you never know. You never know if they will potentially get that win and bounce back from that particular win. But, still remains to be seen. Still remains to be seen about that. So You can just tell that Darvin Ham needs to look at his playbook and hopefully see what went wrong and hopefully insert something out there when it comes to certain rotations, finding the right players, and hopefully LeBron would just be 100%, against his former team in the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, hopefully things will be a whole different situation on Sunday, but for the better. But still remains to be seen about that. So you guys, yeah, guys, that's all I really bring up. I really do appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel and follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN, and TikTok as well. So I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.